Welcome back, everybody. So I've loaded up a backup copy of Sports Prophecy. We couldn't figure out what the disconnect was. Not found. You gotta be careful. Let's see if we can figure it out. And then I'm going for dinner. Lots of errors. Well, good news for all the coders. AI is not going to replace you anytime soon. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's see what we got here now. This is not good. Some change. Yes, I'm coming. I can't. Oh, I'm getting sad. We had a working up, and now I can't get it back. Even from a backup copy. Decision time. We accept what we have. Back in his live because we require editing, landing TXX, adding proper navigation, So you use the working broken vision, go directly. Oh, my feet stink.
Your feet stink?
Either mine or yours.
No, I had a shower today. You've been wearing the same socks all weekend? Did you sleep in your clothes?
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can smell myself. Alright.
What the heck?
Well, oh, I better stop the recording. Jesus, sorry guys. Hey all, welcome back. It looks like Claude has just got an upgrade. Meet Opus 4.5. Let's see if it remembers. All our old texts are there. Here we go. Next. So as you guys know, we were starting to rebuild. So this is the answer I gave Claude this morning. I've thought about this for a long time, and I'd like you to give me a diagram and a full description of the app we're trying to make. The features, the paths for users, excuse me, existing and new, sponsor ad, real-time game schedules, secure, etc. Don't mention any restrictions. So what I want is for the developers to be free to create it as they see fit. And what that does, that now doesn't restrict our future development into making the exact same mistakes we made the first time. So now that they are going to see the final concept, they can build the proper foundation because they know where we're going, how big it's really going to be. And I think that was the problem with our first build, is I didn't even have the vision of how big we could make this app and the potential amount of users we can sustain. Like, literally, this could go to 1 million users in realistically a year, 2 years. Because anybody who's in the YouTube community, especially the content creators, they're well aware to get your first 10 is tough. You get some word out. And then it kind of grows depending on the audience and the word travels. You get to 1,000. Once you get to 1,000, then you start to grow and it starts to pick up speed. And if you can get that 1,000 to 10,000, it starts to really pick up speed because you know you're onto something. And that word travels. So it's only a matter of time. You keep putting the effort in, keep putting in the good content, and then interacting with your fan base and with your subscribers. You guys are going to work together. You're going to build a community, especially if you're using other platforms to stay in contact, whether it's Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, X, what have you. And that's really the secret to being successful in content creation. But it also, you got to find that niche. You got to find not only what the general public is going to accept and going to want, but what you enjoy to do. And then it's sustainable. So, to break this down simple, we asked for a complete roadmap because we already know what we want to build. We built it once. Problem was we built it so big, the foundation that it was on crashed and couldn't sustain it. And we tried to repair from within that to fix the base and the foundation. It just created a bunch of errors. So we gave up on it. So now here we go. Here you guys are getting a little sneak peek at what I'm planning. Okay, in case you're watching, that was a shout out to Bob Does Sports. I'm coming for you, brother. I'm gonna give you a call, and I want you to do a cameo for me. I want Bob from Bob Does Sports, one of my favorite YouTube content creators. I've been following him for a long time, back when he was just going to golf events and chirping some of the best chirps. He's got such a creative imagination. He's a funny guy. But now they go to these golf competitions. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Bob Does Sports. Great content. Great content. You guys are going to love it. And if that is your sort of thing, you're going to branch out and you're going to get to meet the Bryan Bros, the Lads, which is Jason Day. More great content. Grant Horvath, of course, more great content. A couple of the pros are into it now. Now you're getting me all excited. I love golf, and I'd love to golf with any of these guys. But anyway, enough with the shout outs. There'll be lots more of that to come if this goes. This is the tech stack, back to the technical side for you guys. So this is how we're building it now. And this will be sustainable. So we can actually have a large audience. See? So our target capacity for our first milestone is to get to 1,000 regular users. And then we got to manage the API costs. So this is zero budget. This is where we are. So we're staying at zero budget. You see how this reads? Well within Vercel's paid tier. We are using the free key right now, and you guys will see that. The problem is you're not going to be able to stay free, but that's a good problem to have, because what it means that your app, your idea, it's growing to a large audience. So once you get that large audience, a revenue is going to come, and from that revenue, a very small percentage you're going to put back into your product and you're going to grow it. And if it really starts to go, that's going to include staff, full-time staff, right? Depending on what it is. It's going to include, if you're doing like what I'm doing and you need information from somewhere, and that information has to be updated very rapidly, many times a day, there's going to be some cost to that. The size of your database, right? That's also going to improve. But like I said, those are all good problems. So don't think about that right now when you're starting. Right now, give yourself a reachable, achievable goal. And AI is going to help you do that. No matter what your plan is, AI is going to help you do that. It's going to give you a schedule. It's going to give you realistic timelines. Now, the one thing I found about the timelines is you can really expedite them if you put more effort into it, because it's basing it on a minimal amount of effort. That's what I've learned so far working with the AIs. Their time schedules, very lax, very lax. So if it's saying it's going to take you a month, in reality, you might be able to get it done in less than a week. So you can use that kind of thing going forward. But we've called Claude in, and we're going to start fresh. We're going to go brand new. That's how we're going to do it. So we'll see you guys on the next video, because now we're going to rebuild Sports Prophecy from scratch. So thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you guys in the next one.